Well, Qatar's premier golf competition is underway at the Doha Golf Course. The hefty prize money on offer and the world-class standard of the course has attracted some of the best players in the world to the Qatari capital. Among them, Spain's Sergio Garcia, one of the most talented and popular players in the sport. Joanna Gasharowska caught up with him on the eve of the tournament.
Well, we're now into 2007, Sergio, but let's just talk about 2006. Fantastic finishes in the last two majors of the year. Getting pretty close to that big prize.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're trying to get better every year, and I had a couple of close calls last year, but Tiger played really well on those two, and wasn't able to catch him. But hopefully we can have another good 2007 and see if we can get a little bit closer, if not to the top on those majors.
Is there something in your game that's been particularly holding you back from getting that?
No, I wouldn't say. I think that a little bit of everything. I think you can always improve on a lot of things. I certainly feel like I've been improving in my putting quite a bit. So I just need to get it all together in that certain week and be able to come through.
Is there one particular major that you would like to win above all the rest?
Well, I'll have to say the British Open is probably my most favourite. I think that the two that my game is fitted the best is probably US Open and British Open. So hopefully it will happen soon.
You're still pretty young, and there's so many players out there who haven't achieved the things that you've achieved. But do you personally feel that you should have won a major by now?
Probably so. More than anything because of all the chances I give myself. I give myself a lot of good opportunities, but it's not difficult. It's not easy to win majors. You have best fields in the world, and then you only get 4 chances a year. If you don't play well any of those 4 weeks, they're over. So, but I think that's the past, and I got to keep looking at the present and the future, and hopefully it'll happen soon.
Whenever we see you on these practice days, you're always playing with the Spanish players. There seems to be quite a camaraderie between you all. Do you all support each other on tour? Yeah,
definitely. We all support each other, and we have good fun playing together. So it's something that is fun. And in Europe, I have a chance of doing it a bit more often. But in the US, unfortunately, there's not many of them playing. But it's always good fun.
Just to talk about fun quickly, a lot of the older players on the tour spend their time off designing golf courses. What do you do to unwind?
Bit of everything. I've just started doing a bit of that too, but not a whole lot. But I enjoy any kinds of sports. I really enjoy football and tennis. So I try to keep myself busy.
And just very, very quickly, looking ahead to 2007, you're one of these players who spends a lot of time on both the American Tour and the European Tour. Is that something you're going to continue to do?
Yeah, definitely. I love playing on the European Tour. I wish I could play a bit more often, but that's the way it is. And I also enjoy playing the US Tour, so it just fits pretty well with my schedule.
Sergio Garcia, all the best in 2007, and thank you very much for speaking to Al Jazeera.
So while the Sergios and the Ernie Els go around testing the golf course to its limit, another team of men are working hard to make sure it's looking its absolute best. The greenkeepers are there before the stars even wake up and long after they've gone to bed. And without them, the big tournaments just wouldn't happen.
It's 5:30 on a cold and wet morning in Qatar. The professionals are still fast asleep, but the Doha Golf Club is a high as the tournament's unsung heroes get to work. These are the greenkeepers, and they're preparing for their busiest week of the year.
Copy number 27 Ismail, over.
Ranald McNeil is the golf course manager. It's his job to see that everything is perfect for golfing superstars like Ernie Els and Sergio Garcia when they take to the fairway.
It's 12 months basic planning. Typical day, that includes cutting greens, cutting tees, cutting fairways, generally making sure that we everything ahead of the golfers, so they can come out and have a nice quiet round and the course prepared at its best. We're a part of a team. First impressions is what you're going to see on the golf course.
The team consists of 52 men, most of whom had never worked on a golf course before coming to Doha. Each one requires at least 6 months training before they can handle the equipment. Well, as you can see, the grass here really is in excellent condition. The course itself covers 15 kilometres square, a third of that is turf, and with just 2 hours to get all 18 holes cut before the pros get out here, it really is all hands on deck. With the fairways and 26,000 trees and shrubs around the perimeter, the desert course needs an average 4,000 cubic metres of water a day. That's just under 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools. But a greenkeeper's job isn't just to keep the course manicured. McNeil's team work hard to preserve the local wildlife and its habitat.
Many different birds drop in here. We've had a record of about 40 different type of birds drop in here. Part of this is the ducks. They're obviously spotted the nice little oasis with the green grass and the water. At least 3/4 of them is being born here and hatched. So it must be a friendly environment if they've stayed and they're also started a family.
When the final pairing comes the 18th on Sunday afternoon, will you be proud of the course, that it stood up to the test, or will you be relieved that it's all over?
Oh no, I think a bit of both. It's a bit of relief, but also at the end, you are feeling very proud that that everything's been successful, and hopefully that'll be the way it will be this week.
And it won't just be the stars who will be the judge of that. Joanna Gajrowska, Al Jazeera, Doha.
We'll be back with more Sports World after the break.
Retief Goosen and Richard Green of Australia are level at the top of the leaderboard after 2 rounds of the Qatar Masters in Doha. Goosen has been a busy man, as well as hitting a 4 under par round of 68 to get himself to 11 under par. The South African also led a coaching clinic for local children.
Well, this is where we all started, some 30-something years ago. So it's great to see the youngsters, obviously a lot more teaching going on now than there was in my days, but there's a lot of good golf swings out here.
Retief Goosen has won the Qatar Masters golf title in thrilling style. The South African looked to have missed his chance until he holed a sensational putt on the very last green. It was Goosen's first tour win in more than a year. Joanna Gajrowska reports.
The fans were clearly divided on their support, but on the course it was always going to be a close contest between South Africa's Retief Goosen and Australia's Nick O'Hearn. The pair started the day on 12 under par and matched each other shot for shot. O'Hearn looked on the verge of winning his first European Tour title when he went 2 ahead, having made his 4th consecutive birdie on the back 9. But the goose was far from cooked. His approach to the 17th cut O'Hearn's lead back down to 1 going into the final hole. O'Hearn then found the rough with his drive on the 18th and had to settle for 14 under. Goosen had 2 putts to force a playoff, but instead sunk a spectacular 40-foot putt for eagle and the Qatar Masters title. What a fantastic victory. Surely it can't get any better than that putt on the 18th there.
Yeah, definitely. I couldn't make anything all day, and then finally in the last 2 holes I made 2 great putts to win.
And I saw a smile creep across your face when you saw it go in. When you were watching that ball go towards the hole, did you think it was going to go in?
Well, coming down about 2 yards away, it was definitely on line, and I'm glad the hole got in the way, because it was down there a little bit, but I knew I had to give myself a chance. Just one of those things that went my way and went in.
For Retief Goosen, the win here in Qatar is his 14th European Tour title and a great start to the new season. It's also a popular victory for the one they like to call the quiet man of golf. Joanna Gajrowska, Al Jazeera, Doha.